Hello, welcome to Kick It with Kelsey, and here you are, kicking it with me, Kelsey. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel below for more health and well-being and menstrual cycle information. So today we're going to talk about the luteal phase of the menstrual cycle. So that is really a 2-week period right after ovulation. So we have that really high spike just for about a day, and then 2 weeks of a climb in progesterone and then a drop and a little climb in estrogen and drop in that. So we're gonna break it down into 2 weeks of like your luteal phase and then the second half of your luteal, which is more of that PMS that we'll get into. So I know a lot of this is really personal for some, and if you don't want people to see what you're liking and commenting, go ahead and check in the description a link to my website with some contact information and you can reach out to me. And also join my private Facebook group, which is called Flow With Your Flow, which plays off of a whole really exercise program that I've built to flow with your menstrual cycle instead of totally ignoring it at all and wondering why things are so hard sometimes. So let's get started. So right after ovulation, we have this really during the luteal phase is what we're talking about right now is from day 14 to day 21, which is right up to the peak of progesterone. And so progesterone really affects a lot of things. So really the point of the menstrual cycle is to fertilize an egg and to create life. But more times than not, that doesn't happen. So really this first week of the luteal cycle is the body preparing for pregnancy, is kind of this false pregnancy. So progesterone is getting the lining of the uterine lining prepared for implantation of an egg. So really the body is slowing down a heck of a lot more than it would, later on or before, especially those 2 weeks before that we are exploring. So right after these 2 weeks of having so much energy, all of a sudden our energy drops because it's kind of preparing for pregnancy. So our body temperature rises, and in that time, it's also progesterone is competing with some other hormones that are just affecting our energy, pretty much. That is like the whole thing to, hit home with is that our energy is slowing down and we start to get those cravings. So with our body temperature, it's really raising enough to burn an extra 100 to 200 calories per day. So when you're craving that extra little snack, whether it's salty or sweet, chips or chocolate, take it, eat it. Our body needs that. And over the course of 2 weeks of that extra calorie burn, it's really less than a pound. So don't go counting on it, helping you gain or lose weight to, gain and achieve your goal, if that is what your goal is. It's nothing that's really going to affect your weight loss or gain. Yes, we get a little bit of bloating because some of this hormone competition that's going on, but eat the snack, cave into the cravings. It's totally okay. Our body is going through a lot. So in this first week, it's so amazing what's going on. So, in the ovulation, the egg is released, and what's left behind in the ovary is this corpus luteum. And so the corpus luteum starts to break down, which lets the body know that it's not pregnant. So that goes into the PMS week. So again, subscribe to my channel, keep up for more information on what happens in the other weeks. But while this is, the body is figuring out if it's fertilized or not, again, our body is just slow in energy and estrogen is starting to rise. So with estrogen rising, that really causes some water retention, and with progesterone, it competes with aldosterone, which comes from the adrenal glands and comes from the kidneys, and that's responsible for salt retention. So also with your workouts, our body is not retaining salt as much, and salt is a really important electrolyte for our muscles to fire, for our muscles to recover. So a really simple tip is to just add, some lemon, lime, whatever citrus fruit or any fruit, and a little bit of salt. So basically make yourself a, mocktail, like a margarita, save the tequila for later. Let your body recover a little bit, absorb some of the water, try not to dehydrate too quickly after that workout. But salt is going to be a really key component to making sure you're getting it into your body with fluids and with water. So even coconut water, or, you know, there's already pre-made electrolyte drinks. So go ahead and check those out. And those are going to be really important for you too. So we have cravings, we have low energy, and we need a little bit extra boost in our recovery for our workouts. And I'm just checking my notes here to really make sure that you guys get everything, because this is really so important and so much fun to work with and explore and see where your body's at. So also, if you have too low of progesterone lets the body know that it's preparing for this implantation of a fertilized egg. So when it realizes it's not, then we get into that second half of the luteal phase. If progesterone doesn't get to that high peak and have that balance with estrogen, then that's when you kind of get your menstrual cycle a little too soon. It might cause a shorter menstrual cycle, and that can cause or be a reason of infertility. So if your menstrual cycle is a little bit shorter, or if you've been trying to fertilize an egg and have some troubles with that, might be some issues with progesterone. Also, catch back to on how to work with your follicular phase, because there's a little tidbit in there on how to work with your body and to help, you know, balance out any symptoms of PCOS and to help that naturally with the hormones. So too low of progesterone will cause your menstrual cycle to come sooner and basically not allow for that window of implantation if that is what you're looking for. And also, it's just important to have these hormones. As maybe frustrating as sometimes they sound, I mean, it's all here for life and for our, you know, flow of life. So how to totally exercise while all of this is going on. So the best advice for while you're during your first half of your luteal phase, right after ovulation, is to follow those signs. Follow the slow down, and don't do so much high intensity. Don't feel like you have to totally crush your workouts, because your body's really going to try to fight you and tell you, hey, maybe just do like a set less, or, you know, lighten the weight and go up a little bit more in reps. Focus more on, you know, just movement and doing what you can. So still focus on that strength, because the estrogen is rising, so you still have some strength benefits there. But you don't have to go hard. Like, going hard is for those other 2 weeks when you have that energy and when the hormones are really working in your favor. The hormones might work a little bit against you. Now, this all depends on your fitness level. I mean, if you are like an elite athlete, or you are used to being an athlete, used to working out hardcore, your energy levels and what your body's abilities are going to be is a little bit different. So yeah, just listen to your body. Don't try to fight against it. It's really going to let you know what to do. So don't feel defeated, and just remember to hydrate, get those electrolytes in, and eat those snacks and feed into those cravings, and take care. I hope that helped, and let me know. Comment below, like the video. Again, drop down to my website and you can reach out to me privately, and you can join my private Facebook group. Nobody will know that you're in it or commenting on it except for those in the group, and you can connect with a bunch of like-minded women who are just open to talking about all of this wonderful stuff with the menstrual cycle. So again, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and on a much more health and wellness and exercise and fitness videos. Talk to you soon. Bye.